I'm not sure that either one of us had any real expectations. There wasn't anything specific that we were trying to accomplish.
Here's the thing. Because I had no idea. Because I don't have aches and pains. I don't have chronic illnesses or anything that I was aware of. I mean, I have a couple of things going on, but so it was hard for me to judge to see any physical, manifestation of what it was going to do.
Right.
Same with you, right? So we began to take it just because we heard it was so good and it would help us and it would mellow us out. And I have some little nervous, little ticky things I do, and
he practically has OCD.
On the verge. So that was the whole thing of it. So. We started it almost a month ago. It's been 3.5 weeks.
No, it's been longer than that.
Oh,
yeah,
all right.
It's been longer than that.
Oh, okay. All right. So, but anyway, go ahead.
So the first thing that we noticed, I know for you, you have a long, like 30-year, maybe more history of issues with what most people would call IBS.
Right. Yeah, most of my adult life, I have struggled with, I guess IBS or some form of that, right? So,
and it's okay. We're gonna talk about poop, and it's gonna be a little bit funny. Everybody poops.
Right.
The old kids book.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Anyone that knows me knows this process. People I work with, family, friends. It's always been a struggle. It would literally have to. Plan out my day whenever I was going to do something. When I used to go from Binghamton to Syracuse to get my kids, I knew every bathroom on every route because I was always in fear that I would have to get there as soon as possible. So like if I was going to go golfing on a Saturday morning, I'd stop eating Friday night and prepare myself.
Right.
Go golfing early in the day. Okay, a couple times I messed up, had a couple of issues. It was so pervasive that, I guess the best way to so you can understand the issue that I had was that about 10 years ago, I took my kids and we went down to Disneyland. And this was the greatest thing in the world. I'd never been there. So, bottom line is, I prepared myself the best I thought I could. We're going to be in there all day. I knew I was going to get hungry through the day or whatever. But so we get there, and then there's a lot of traffic coming into the entrance to this to Disneyland. This is down in Orlando. So I started getting nervous. Oh man, I got to get in there, because I was starting to feel it, right? And the more you start to obsess about it, the more you get nervous.
It's anxiety,
about it, right?
That's what it boils down to.
So bottom line is, I started looking around immediately. Everywhere I go, I'm on the look for public restrooms. So we get in there, finally get parked. I can't. There's nothing. So now we got to make about a 500-yard walk from the car to the front gate. Problem is, we bought tickets ahead of time, and they were at will call. So we had to go through that whole process to get into the park before I could even get to a bathroom. I got about 100 yards from the front entrance, okay? And this is no lie. So here's the entrance, and over here's a tree line, about 20 feet deep. I made a run for the tree line because I wasn't going to make it through the gates. So here I am. Now I'm Joe Tourist. So I got like yellow shorts, pink shirt, and I'm bombing into the tree line. As I'm getting into the tree line, I'm kicking my shoes off, getting my shorts out of the way. Thank God there was a palm tree kind of laid down like this, so I was able to kind of utilize that. So as that was going on, I'm looking out, and I'm seeing people literally walking 20, 30 feet over here on a walkway, and I'm like, man, I'm going to get arrested. This is going to be how I go down. Local man arrested at Disneyland for crapping in the woods. So I do my thing, right? And then I slowly realize, in my haste to get into the tree line, I got a shoe over here, I got shorts over here, my underwear's over here. I got to finish the process. So I had to look around. I found a stick. So I got a stick, and I'm retrieving all my stuff, right? Meanwhile, people are walking by with their families. So I'm retrieving the stuff. I finally did my thing and got inside. Needless to say, I spent the day at Disneyland with no underwear, if you can imagine. So kind of a funny anecdotal story, but it's horrific because of what it does to you. And it rules your everyday because you literally have to plan it out. So when I started taking this CBD oil, I really had no idea what was going to happen. But here's what I can tell you, okay? Yeah. In the morning time, I've been at the same job 7 years, never had a sick day. But every morning, 4 things happen. I would hit the alarm button. I'd hit the snooze button until I couldn't hit it no longer. Then I would lay there for about 5 minutes and think of any way I could not to go to work today. Then I would get up and I would use the bathroom 2 or 3 times, get in my car, make the 32-minute drive to work, and immediately go in the bathroom and use the bathroom. Since we've started taking the CBD oil, there's not been a single day since then, from day one, that I've had to use the bathroom at work. Now, if you were to ask my coworkers about that, they will tell you that it was like a running joke, because they knew that when I got to work was not when I was going to start work. Okay, that didn't start until after I used the bathroom. So, for me, that's a physical manifestation that I know I'm not the only one that has that happen to it. And while I'm telling you about it, the other thing that has happened to me is my whole entire life I've had this dry patch of skin on my right hand, like as long as I can remember.
It
right?
looked like dead, black, scaly.
Yeah, and